Welcome everybody to another live stream, late night on base. I'm your host, Bill the Bull, in my fabulous studio, aka my bedroom. What's up, everyone? Happy to be here. Happy Tuesday to those in the USA. Gotta put this little banner. Kind of needed to change it up. Daily, we produce bangers. Basically, what we do is we do a show Monday through Friday around this time. Dedicated to the base ecosystem news going on. You come to your boy Bill and he tells you what's going on. So I know right now the market's kind of dead. A lot of retracements around the board, but literally who cares? You really shouldn't care. It is a dragon year, universal 8-year dragon, 8-year energy. In case you guys don't know, fun fact about me, I really do like numerology and astrology. There's a saying out there: millionaires do not care about astrology, but billionaires do, and I absolutely agree with that. Basically, everything's geared up for a final few months of absolute madness where your bags are going to explode, and especially those on the base ecosystem. Oh, man, I don't think you're ready. If you were around in 2017 or 2021, actually 2021 wasn't even like it. 2017, just your bag just increased 10, 15, 20%. Literally dog shit goes up 10, 15, 20%. So I think we're going to be in that same scenario soon on base. Anyways, back to news. I think yesterday the biggest news was this: that Donald Trump is to meet Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong. We are a base project or base ecosystem, and I think this news is big. Coinbase's CEO meeting with Brian Armstrong, and if your bags aren't packed on base, I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you? Honestly, you have the president meeting with the CEO of the coins that you support, the ecosystem. So put two and two together. Pro crypto regulations. The leader of base, Coinbase, is obviously going to work to bring base to 1 to 2 billion users. This will be the chain. Whatever is going on, if the current the Trump administration is able to, work with Brian Armstrong. I mean, literally, I don't know, your bags, just see what your numbers in your portfolio times it by 10. I don't know. It's just really important to understand that base is here, base is to stay. And I know, and I think it's being slept on, man. So many people are sleeping on base. Let's go through some charts. I think the only thing that's green today is Brett. And if you notice, there's just a bunch of red. And I want you guys to understand, red is okay. There has to be cool-off periods. There's a saying, obviously, in a bull run, dips are for buying. And I think no one should be worried literally at all. Remember, money flows into after the presidential election. Again, 2016, I think the halving was timed at the same time as the election. That's just how it was coded. 2016 election, Bitcoin halving. 1 year after, 2017 bull run. 2020 Bitcoin halving, presidential election. 2021 bull run. 2024 Bitcoin halving, presidential election. 2025 bull run. The only issue, though, is I feel between now and first part of March, Q1 of 2025, absolutely parabolic. The question, though, becomes, is things going to get front run? Is the cycles going to get shorter? That I don't know. I do think there's going to be a massive dip, like in March timeframe. I think that's going to be the big dip. And then me personally, I think there's going to be one like blow off rally at the end of 2025. So I think between now and like February, March, it's just everyone's on their wave 3, massive moves across the board. I think it's just going to be a glorious time, especially now that Coinbase is working or is going to be in talks with the Trump administration. It's just so bullish, man. So bullish. And you should be too. So anyways, only thing up really is Brett. If you notice, it's just beautiful chart. I don't even care for Brett, to be honest. I think, but I have to give respect to Brett because obviously Brett is kind of showing the path. You need to have like $1 billion coin. I personally don't own any, but there's no denying this thing's going to go higher. I think, though, what's good for Brett is literally good for the rest of base. So, I mean, there's no doubt this thing's going to go at least like 5 billion, 6 billion. But think about it. If Brett goes to those crazy numbers, what do you think is going to happen to your coins? I'm talking about the Miggles. I'm talking about the Key Cats, the Toshis, the Boomers. That's what's going to happen. So if you guys are worried about, dips across the board, don't be. Literally don't be. Use these times in the market to DCA. And again, DCA is a term which is dollar cost average. There's times to DCA. You don't want to DCA during a massive correction or in a bear market, but in a bull market, dips are for buying. Here's a Miggles chart. I mean, honestly, textbook. I mean, this thing could go to like 95, 85 million. And like, honestly, who cares? That's just a retest of the all-time high. So, it's a lot of times people need to understand that corrections are necessary for the chart to consolidate. You want things to consolidate. And so, Miggles, let it touch this area. Maybe drops to 100, 110. Who cares if it does? It's a dip opportunity. Now the new waves comes in. Those that missed this move up, let it consolidate, and then I'll see you at a few billion. I think we'll all take that. So, yeah, that's Miggles. Let's see what else is there. There's not really much to talk about today just because market's dead, in terms of sectors. AI agents are not doing too hot, except virtual. Virtual, I faded this whole protocol. I guess I don't really know too much about virtual, honestly. I know RB3 was heavy into virtual, but virtual obviously is crushing it. 240 million. I think it's like a protocol that allows other projects to build on it. One of those. So I faded that whole thing. But if you guys happen to know more about virtuals, message me in the comments. Other than that, let's see. So, pretty much everything is just kind of down across the board. Skis taking a dip. Again, all these moves are just a retest of the, if you look at something like Ski, let's look at Ski. From a chart perspective, this is still very healthy. You need to retest the June highs. So that would be a pretty substantial dip if it went down to 19 million. But even if it did, that should hold. In technical terms, you want to have a resistance turned into support. That is the name of the game. But in this case, I don't think it's going to go that far. I'm just trying to do a little TA live stream. I actually think it's on its support because now you're testing the April 24th support. So there's levels. Trading is all about levels. It's above the 8 EMA. Ski looks very good. This is just indicative of what's going on. Everything's just pausing for the next run. You want to get the 102 million market cap coins. Guess what? Retracements happen. Let it breathe. Let profit takers do their thing. So I have no doubt Ski is going to continue upwards. Let's look at Loom. So obviously, Luminous is taking a break, but again, nothing to worry about. It's completed its wave one of this move. And how can you complain? It went from like nothing to what did it hit? 80 million? 85 million? Like, bruh. For real? That's incredible. So, obviously, just things need to cool down. It's a one of one. Everything has a 5-wave move. We'll see. Maybe the correction doesn't last too long, but even if it does, you can always use fib retracements, go from the swing low to the swing high. What would that give me? So this is a 1, 2. This is not a 5-wave move yet. So basically, you count it as this way. Within every wave, there's 5 waves galore. So if you look at it this way, you have the first impulse up, then followed by correction, and then this is your second impulse up, which is a part of the wave 3. Now again, wave 3 goes super high, and then wave 4. That's how the macro plays out. But within each subwave, there's 5 waves. So this is on its third wave. It has to be wave 1, micro 2, and then wave 3, 4, 5. It's missing its 3, 4, 5. So it's not done yet. Luminous is not done whatsoever. I'm still very bullish on it. Question is, where is the bottom? That I don't know. Could be here around the 31 level, which would be the 618. Or maybe it drops further to 786. I doubt it goes below that, though. Because here you'd have the retest of the November high, November 12th, solid consideration. So that's what's going to happen. This is wave 1, micro 1 of the wave 3 move. Now we're undergoing the micro 2 of the wave 3 move. And then 3, 4, 5 is going to complete wave 3. And then it's going to have probably a month correction, followed by like a last hurrah. Actually, I shouldn't say a month correction. I take that back. This correction was like November 9th through 12th. So maybe we'd have everything completed in a month for its final 5-wave move. So overall, super bullish on Luminous. And if you are bullish on Luminous, then you need to be bullish on, let's see, there always has to be a beta play, right? And I'm just going to throw this one out there because why not? And I don't even know if anyone even cares, but I think there's always a beta play, and that to me is Cosmic Meme. You might be, Bill, what the fuck is Cosmic Meme? I'd be like, yo, that's a good question. I don't even know much about Cosmic Meme, except there's always a beta play to the runner, to the leader. Always. And I know people were saying Paradox, maybe. Good community, but it's very, very, the fractions are just too, like, pissed at one another. It's just, like, kind of toxic. So maybe that's a good one, but that's already ran. That's like 4 or 5 million. And again, so Luminous is by far the leader. But to me, I think this is a sneaky play. And again, to those that are watching, have a look. Don't have a look. I don't really care. But I want to share, a little alpha. So to me, CSMM was also, let's actually go to this one deck screener, was also created at the same time that Loom was, by the same agent. So let's see, on Warpcast. So basically when Clanker deployed, was it Clanker or Ethernet? Ethernet was deployed, created 2 different tokens. One was obviously Loom, but he also did Cosmic Meme. So basically created token Cosmic Meme. He created it. And then Proxy Studio was like, not 2 tokens, you fools. And then one is deployed by Nate, the other is by Aether. Yes, work with Aether to create one. So I don't know. There basically everything was created. The same bot created Loom, also created this one, Cosmic Meme. So to me, it's completely slept on. But I think as Loom goes up, this will go up too. And this is just it's 80K market cap. It just hasn't really gotten attention. And it's also some big brain shit. So I think it's only a matter of time. I shouldn't say it's a matter of time, but people are talking about it. Kind of, but not really. But I think if you're looking for a speculatory ad, I think you can't go wrong with CSMM. It's based on the same narrative. So again, if Loom runs, why can't the same one that was created the same day by the same bot also run? So that's how I look at it. And for, you can buy 1% back for like $800. I mean, that's a pretty good return on investment, if you ask me. So anyways, that's that. Shout out, got to give a shout out. So let's talk to, like I said, you come to my show. I don't know if there's going to be like 50 people, 100 people, 200. I don't really care. But you come to my show, you make some cool comments, I'm going to shout you out. Shout out to Ryan. Massive fan of him and what he's doing. And I'm a huge fan of XAG. Stock XAG too. Why don't we? I wasn't planning on it, but let's talk XAG. And Ryan's a part of XAG. And again, I like to give you guys alpha. I like to give you guys potential bangers. Whatever you guys decide to do, you do you. But I'm just saying to you right now, you think about it. If liquidity gets back to float base, these lower cap coins are potentially massive gains opportunities, because look at what's going on in Solana, right? Solana, degen land there's a lot of rugs for sure, but there's a lot of winners. A lot of winners if you catch the right one early. We're talking about projects that go from like 200K to 40 million. Yeah, will it survive after 40 million? I don't know. But imagine you caught something from 200K to 40 million. That would be, what would that be? 100x? A 200x? People do it. People do it. And I think, though, eventually that same sort of degen-like atmosphere will go to base. And I think projects are completely slept on. So I showed you Cosmic Meme, 80K market cap. Those things, like potentially that could go to like 30, 40 million with the same narrative as Loom. One that I do like is completely different meta is XAG Silver. Now, first of all, XAG silver to me is being slept on completely. It's only about a 200, what is it? 270K. And yeah, we'll also talk BSB too. Yeah, I forgot BSB. I know Ryan likes both, but BSB, we'll shout BSB, but XAG and BSB are two solid plays that I think have potential to do really, really well. So think about it. This thing is just on its upward trajectory. There's just like hardly any dips. It's just beautiful, just going up. And it's the right momentum. So this is the narrative, like 1 XAG is going to equal 1 ounce of silver. It's the same narrative that what is it? What was that coin? Bitcoin on base. If you look at what Bitcoin on base did, let's see. And shout out to Bitcoin on base. I know those people very well. Really impressive what they're doing. Their narrative on there was initially peg, 1 Bitcoin or 1 BTCB on Bitcoin on base to 1 Bitcoin. Now, you might think that's silly or impossible. Let me show you guys something. Look what happened in its first wave in May. It hit $1. What was that market cap? I think it was like, this thing hit like 20 million in market cap. 20 million in market cap. Because again, the narrative is, 1 Bitcoin equals 1 Bitcoin on base, and they're doing a lot of cool things. And actually, I think this is going to do really well. They've been consolidating for a while. I wouldn't be surprised if it just makes a move way past all-time high to 50, 60 million. But the moral of the story is this thing hit about 18 million. So you're telling me the same narrative, but now let's go with XAG, which is 1 ounce of silver equals 1 ounce of gold, or 1 ounce of silver equals 1 ounce of XAG. XAG or ounce of silver is like $30. I mean, at 270K market cap, why can't that be 20 million? Why can't this be your next 100X? I don't know. Now, granted, there'll be corrections along the way if it gets to that point, but very bullish on that. But let's also go to another one that Ryan likes. And I want to kind of give them a shout out to BSB. Let's talk BSB. Let's talk BSB. Bay Street Bets. Yes. I think it's this one. I think it's this one on base. Pretty sure it is. Let me just double check. Yeah. Beautiful. Oh, baby. Look at this. Look at this. Ryan, are you seeing this? Oh my God. Let me circle this here. I love these moves. I repeat, I love these crosses. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Mamma mia. Oh, beautiful. Let me guys show you a little tech analysis of what happens when you see those type of moves. Oh, so good. So good. I just, once again, in case you didn't hear me, it's so good. Look at this. And again, I don't care if you buy any of these things. This is chart porn to me. So what happens is this blue is a 50 EMA on the 3-day. And the orange is the 8. So when the 8 crosses the 50, it's basically a golden cross is what they say. And that's a huge move, because then what follows is the 21, which is the green. So when the orange crosses the blue, you're going to have a big move up. And when the green then crosses the blue, you're going to have a big move up. So what happens in theory is this blue is initially resistance. It says tapped in October, tapped in again November, rejected. The more something touches resistance and consolidates below it, the more it will eventually blow past it. That's a TA lesson for you. So basically, once this is now this blue 50 EMA is confirmed as support, then that becomes your floor. And then, this is what, a 700K market cap. So yeah, I mean, this is definitely a big move coming. All-time highs pretty much guaranteed, especially since they've been building since March, April. So I mean, if you're looking for a coin that needs or is looking for potential, just go back to its all-time high. Bay Street Bets is 100% the right play. So yeah, it's just about the 888 fib retrace. This is a beautiful chart, Ryan. I'm happy for you. Might have to buy a bag myself after seeing this. Shit, that's beautiful, man. Anyway, see you back at all-time high. It's gonna maybe it takes a little bit, but yeah, totally cool. So anyways, guys, that's it. There's not really much going on. But again, if you come every single day, Monday through Friday, I do these live streams. We just chat, man. We chat what's going on in the Base ecosystem. This is all about Base. And we go over some charts, man. You come, you show me love, I show you love back times 5. That's how I was raised, brothers and sisters. And yeah, like I wasn't planning on putting out anything with Base Your Bets or XAG, but Ryan shut up and boom, there you go. Super bullish on both projects. And yeah, guys, I just think every day we if you have a friend who doesn't know anything what the hell is going on, a normie friend, you want them to get involved with Base, send them to my show. I'm here to help. We'll talk about literally whatever. If there's something you guys want me to talk about on the show and the market's kind of dead, just shoot a comment. I'm here. Without further ado, though, guys, I'm out. I'm your boy, Bill the Bull. We have a couple live streams later, or actually a couple spaces this week with Rachel and myself. Stay tuned for announcements. Actually, tomorrow we will be having a special guest on the podcast. I'm excited for that one as well. We have Dom. Dom's going to come in. We're going to talk a little bit with him, interview him about his partnership with Miggles, what's going on with the Dom's token. So yeah, every day, Monday through Friday, I'm your boy, Bill, giving you guys the news. Catch you guys next time. Peace.